So we now have more information on the shooter at the ICE facility in Texas, an update on the victims, and more on Republicans trying to blame this on the radical left. Let's start with an update on the victims. After DHS initially reported that 2 victims had died, they have now updated to say that 1 detainee has died and 2 are wounded. This government can't even accurately tell us how many people were unalive, but they expect us to believe them on what actually happened. Okay. Still no information on who the affected detainees are, but we now know that the alleged shooter is 29-year-old Joshua John, who died from a self-inflicted wound. As of this time, there's still no clear motive as to why he did this, but authorities are alleging that they found these bullet casings with anti-ICE written on them. This, along with a few other things that I'm going to mention in a sec, are being used to paint Joshua as a radical leftist. They're claiming that this writing on the bullet shows that the shooter was a radical leftist aiming at law enforcement, even though no law enforcement agents were injured and all of the victims were detainees. But of course, Republicans are trying to come up with an explanation for that. Now they're saying he was a bad shooter. Right, he was shooting indiscriminately and he just happened to hurt only detainees. They're trying without proof to make it seem like this was an attack on law enforcement gone wrong. The internet has also found some posts to try and paint this guy as Antifa or a communist. Even though, like we have seen from these other shooters who fall down these internet pipelines, what they post and the memes that they use don't always mean what we think they mean. So this cool story bro meme that the internet found that Joshua posted could be either for or against communism. But again, none of that matters to Republicans because all they want is to paint this person as a radical leftist. That's why right-wingers online have even found posts of Joshua's mother being critical of Republicans online and figured out what leftist organizations she's liked on Facebook. Republicans have been trying to find their Antifa shooter since they couldn't neatly paint CK's unaliver as one. So now they're trying to use Joshua as the face of Antifa. But from what I see, this is just another white man thinking he can take matters into his own hands. Whether he was trying to unalive ICE or go after the detainees, whatever his ideology was, as a white man, he felt like he was entitled to do this. Of course, the people who always suffer are people of color. Because when Republicans call for Antifa to be abolished, again, an ideology, not an organization, they really mean going after law-abiding organizations that are trying to help marginalized people. These white supremacists don't want to do anything to actually stop these shootings from happening. They don't want to address gun violence, brain rot, online radicalism, mostly on the right. Heck, they don't even want to show a shred of humanity for the people who were actually killed. For this government, it's about lying, controlling the narrative, and using whatever political strategy they have to further their agenda.